you had an even better read, or do you think you were just more comfortable on more lines today?
Um, I don't know. I do think some people might lean more. Some people in the study group might lean more towards level eights. Like, I think like replay and DPay liked playing pentakill more. I feel like that. I actually don't enjoy that comp very much because I feel like you have to hit a lot in eights. Um, but I think all of them have like the knowledge to play all the comps. I guess like, um, yeah, it's a matter of getting to the spot and also just like it's really easy to make a mistake early game that
Yeah.
changes the rest of your game. So, and I think we haven't gotten that many games on this patch to like look over and just play like stage twos and stuff, which probably made a big difference.
Ripple, my final question for you before we give you some room for shout outs is I'm noticing here that for your games 1 and 2 and your games 5 and 6, you ended up in the same lobby as Robin Songs and Casper Woos. You played 4 games with them. Like, does that help at all when you know that you're playing against players that you kind of have an idea of how they're going to actually play this game?
Um, I think for both those players, like it's kind of hard to tell what they're gonna do. I think Robin can play most things. Casper sometimes plays weird things, but he also plays most things. I know there's some players who you can probably identify more as real players or something, but I don't think I was thinking too much about the lobby this time
That's good. You were focused. You were honed in and focused, and
Yeah,
that's how you get the results that you do. Let's be honest. But Ripple Overdrive, thank you so much for your time. Wanted to give you space now to just any shout outs you like to make, study group of people supporting you, helping, etc.
Yeah, I definitely like to shout out my study group. I think I would definitely not be nearly as good or prepared today without them. So like DPay, Free Replay, T Lights, Degree, and Cambly. They've pretty much been like I read I read stats the least in our study group, so I actually need them to tell me like when I make a bad mistake with like items or playing the wrong like vertical trait and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's helped me a lot on execution. Um, and
you're the
then also
hands
like
and they're the brain.
yeah. I definitely also like to thank my girlfriend. She's been very supportive of me, and then I think my mom and my sister are watching, so thank you too. Um, yeah, and my friends and stuff who always watch me when I play.
That's awesome. Ripple, thank you so much again for your time. Congratulations and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, Ripple.
Poor poor guy. Like getting day 3 cursed never feels
I
good.
know.
Let's hope someone is finally able to break it. Azale, are you familiar with this curse? Have
With
we
Dribble
instilled this
Overdrive's curse,
lore?
I'm
No,
not
no,
familiar
it's
with
just
his
the day
curse.
3 curse. It's like
Oh,
everyone
oh.
who goes
You
first
win
on
day
day
3,
3
you're
never
doomed.
wins. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're doomed.
Um,
You're actually doomed. But I don't
so
know.
doomed.
Ripple still
because
45
you
points
have a
is
finite amount of luck, and he's
yes,
used it all
exactly.
up.
And
So
he used
it's
it up
nothing but eights tomorrow.
to score
No.
45 points, which is absolutely insane. And Ripple, we talked with him about the study group and how, the rest of them didn't do so hot. But a lot of times it's Ripple's form that shows how good that study group is, kind of determines whether they're going to be tier 1 or tier 2 for the set. And Ripple being, a big pop off performance on KDA Cup's day 3, I think it's indicative that that study group might, come back around when we get to Heartsteel Cup. And we should watch out for replay T-Lides and DPay as well.
Yeah, that's a great thing to keep in mind is that there was a lot of information to have to soak in right before such a tough day of competition. And now the players have had 6 games under their belt. The top 32 are moving forward and they get to play another 6 games tomorrow. But is that enough time, Azale? Do you feel like they've had enough practice now to maybe be locked in and know the strategies to move forward?
I mean, I think so, right? I think that there's a lot of games to study now, and I think that the players who have made it to day 2 are probably going to be pretty confident in their reads, and I think they're going to have some time to adjust, to go back and see, okay, what were some of the lines that people were playing that maybe I wasn't playing? What are some of the strategies that maybe didn't work out as well as I thought they would? For me, coming into this, I thought we were going to see a lot more Disco first place, for example,
Yeah.
right? We didn't actually see Disco doing nearly as well. We saw a lot of Yone rerolls dominating. We did see some Riven rerolls dominating, but that was kind of the less common of those melee 3-cost rerolls. Country was doing really, really well. So maybe people are going to be pivoting, adjusting. It feels like 3-cost reroll definitely on average was having a lot more success. Pentacoli felt more spatula dependent to actually cap out and get those top finishes. So I think there's a lot to learn from these first days. You know, even though individual players only played 6 games, there's an enormous amount of games when you look through across all lobbies. So many of the players stream. You can go back and study your VODs. You can go back and study other people's VODs and really come in to this final day with your perfect game plan.
Yeah, and at that point, then you can also play 6 different compositions in your 6 games on the next day and be like Ripple Overdrive. Because I mean, we've seen that a lot in the past, and players who can play that flexibly do tend to have very solid results.
That's true. So maybe it is the Lulu Twin Terror
Oh, yeah.
composition that you need to play in order to get these top 4s tomorrow.
Reroll Sona looked pretty good too.
Yeah,
It sure did. Fast 10 Sona reroll. So one for the history books right there. Ah, my goodness. So much to really take in from today and so much to excite us heading forward to tomorrow. Want to thank all of you for tuning in today, all of our competitors who gave us such a great show for day number 3 of the TFT KDA Cup. We've got more action tomorrow, so don't forget to tune in. We will be live with our first game of the day at 1 p.m. Pacific or 4 p.m. Eastern, and you get to tune into all of the action in EMEA as well with the conclusion of the Golden Spatula Cup. So lots of great TFT action to look forward to. We will see you all tomorrow, so have a good night.